Good day everyone! Today I'll be sharing about digital citizenship or simply how to be responsible in the digital world. So since we use the internet every day, it's important to know how to behave properly and safely online. So digital citizenship help us to become respectful and smart users of technology. So, digital citizenship refers to the proper and ethical use of technology. It includes understanding how to act respectfully online, how to protect your personal information, how to avoid harmful behaviors like cyberbullying, and how to be aware of your digital footprint. So, practicing digital citizenship means following rules and values just like how we behave in real life, but in a digital environment. By learning and applying the norms of digital citizenship, we become more responsible internet users. It helps us avoid problems online, build trust, and encourage positive interaction. Whether we are posting on social media, sending emails, joining online classes, or browsing the web, we must always remember to be respectful, honest, and mindful of our action.
So today I will be sharing why being a good digital citizen really matters. So children now spend around 7 hours a day by using gadgets, so it's really important that they learn how to use them wisely. Bad online habit can affect their mental health and how they interact with others. So digital citizenship help us develop respect and smart decision making when we are offline. It also protect us from the things like cyberbullying, privacy issues, and fake news. So it teaches us how to be safe and responsible and respectful online.
Let us proceed to key elements of digital citizenship. First is digital access. It's about making sure that everyone has the ability to connect to and use digital technology like computers and smartphones. And it's not about having devices or internet connection. It's about ensuring participation in digital society for all. Next is digital etiquette. It is essentially practicing proper conduct and manners in all online environments. Next, digital communication. It's about how we interact and share information through text-based communication or example, email. Audio communication, example, voice call. Video communication, example is video calls. Multimedia sharing, example, photos and documentations. When we talk about engaging respectful and ethical, it means honesty and truthfulness, respect for others, responsibility and accountability, and lastly, professionalism. Digital security. It's about protecting your professional information, personal information, and online activities from harm and unauthorized access. You can think of it as putting strong lock on your digital, like to keep your valuable data safe from hackers or scammers, and even in accidental loss. Lastly is digital literacy. It is about having the skills and understanding to navigate in our increasing digital world.
So, common digital citizenship challenges. So, number one is cyberbullying and online harassment. So, this means people are being bullied or harassed through online. So they getting mean messages, comments or posts that directly to them. It affects a lot of people. And it can cause a serious emotional pain and mental stress to the users or the receivers of this kind of bullying and harassment. So number two is privacy and risk oversharing. So when we share too much personal information online, like our location and private details like our birthday, contact number, it can put us in a risk or in a danger because some hackers may use that information to create or harm us or steal our self identity. So number three is digital footprint permanence. So everything we post online, it is stay there. So even we delete it, so this post can be seen by future employers or school and may affect our chances later on. So last is misinformation and fake news. So fake news can spread quickly on our social media, and it's hard to tell what is true and what is fake. So this can cause or can lead to people confusion and make it harder to make the right decisions about about the information that they get.
Okay, so one of the best practices when it comes to digital citizenship is think before you post. It is because it helps people to avoid making posts that they might regret later. Because nowadays, once we shared something online, whether it's a photo, comment, or opinion, it will be spread quickly. It's not just in our society or community, but all around the social media platforms or the internet. And it's really hard to delete. And many people have experienced that regret now because after posting and at the heat of the moment, and later they will realize that they hurt somebody and they hurt feelings and they realize that they're wrong. No? And it can be regrettable talaga. But by thinking first, you can avoid saying or sharing something that can damage the relationship between you and that person. So you need to really practices about having this. And by practicing it, it can encourage you to pause and think carefully of is this post true? Can even they helpful? My opinion is really matter. Think about it before saying it. Take your time, pause and think about yourself if you're posting it. The second of best practices in digital citizenship is strengthening your security settings because it helps protect your personal information, privacy, online account in your different platforms. Because nowadays it's like your own image, your reputation when using this kind of social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and because you're not having updating your security settings. When you hack or scam, they can use your identity, especially nowadays when AI exists. That's why you need to think about it too. No? And just like I say in the first one, sorry, think before you post. It's like having a think before you click. Be secure. Mm. Take a pause. As I said earlier, take a pause and think it's really helpful to me also. So having this kind of practices like security setting and also checking by it regularly, you can reduce the risk of being scammed. And because right now, e-credit is the most essential thing in our society. And you can control over your online presence and digital footprint. And being smart with your security settings, that's just protecting your device, just protecting your own future too. When having a social media, respect and report is the one of the key principle. Why? Because it promotes safe, responsible, and inclusive online environment. We don't want an environment or community such as bashing, racism, discrimination, just to make fun of someone. Showing respect means treating other online the same way that you would in real life with kindness, fairness, and empathy. Some other people posted online their shares, real life experiences, they're sharing some advices that can help other people. But because of our opinion, our point of view, our life that neither can align with them, we disrespect them because our opinion with a bias kind of opinion. That's why uh, we need to avoid rude moments, harmful content, or giving credit when using someone, not giving credit when someone else work or ideas. Expecting others online will build trust and encourage positive interactions. Meanwhile, reporting is just as important as it is also. If you see cyberbullying, treating online bullying using meme or inappropriate content in some, because nowadays content creator is, you know, it's not only a job for everyone. It's your responsibility to report it because it's not just an adult work. This is a moral values for you. Staying silent can allow harmful behavior to continue. By speaking up, you help protect not only yourself but also the others. The last part practices is continuous learning. As we grow older, as with the society or the economy keep changing, we need to adapt. We need to continue learning because it's a must. We need this to survive. Not for only that, but for our digital citizenship also. Because this having platforms right now is very essential. You would left behind if you're not continuous growing. If you're not continue to grow using digital technology. Yeah, technology. So continuous learning is the best practices because the online world is constantly changing. New app, new trends, social issues is being spread online, and technology emerging all the time. To be responsible digital citizen, you need to stay updated, informed, and open learning how to use digital tools wisely and safely. Because just like I said earlier, you don't use social media to harm others, to bring down someone on the ground. It is not used for that. By practicing continuous learning, you develop skills to adapt, think critically, and make smart choices. It also helps you grow as a digital learner and contributor. No, because there's some content that can help other people to make smile, relax. That's what we need to do. Whether you're improving your digital literacy, exploring new skills, or finding new ways to use technology, keep continuous learning because it empowers you to use internet not just for fun but also for growth, especially education and be positive in